welcome to Union Comedy. You're at a very special show. It is Magic the Gathering, the show. Please give yourself a round of applause for coming out tonight on this Saturday. They've got a hell of a show for you. Please welcome to the stage your host, Brandon.
Everybody, welcome and thank you very much for coming to Magic the Gathering, the show. I am your host, Brandon. Quick question. Wow, these lights are making it hard to see. Quick question by show of hands. Who is familiar with the game, Magic the Gathering? Thank you very much for coming out. This show is for you. Of course, you knew that. It's the name in the name of the show. Quick show of hands. Who is not familiar with Magic the Gathering? Thank you so much for coming out. This show is also for you. If you're not having a good time, let us know. We will take notes. Generally speaking, Magic the Gathering is a game of two epic sorcerers that we call planeswalkers, traversers of the many dimensions, doing magical combat, bringing creatures and spells to bear to defeat their opponents. Very high fantasy, very technological with the new sets. Basically anything and everything you can imagine is part of Magic. Now, Magic is played with 5 colors, the 5 cores of Magic essence. I have 5 cards here. Who has never played Magic before? Yes, if you would please face down and choose one of these cards. Thank you so much. Matt? Yes. Thank you so much. We have white, the plains, the tilled and tamed soil, knights and paladins and builders of great works, libraries. Those are the sorts of things that live in the domain of white. And one more, if you would please. Thank you so much. Blue, islands, things of illusion, of mystery, of the very thread of magic itself. Sealand creatures, merfolk, piranha, avian creatures, great phoenixes, and those who twist the mind. Those are the sorts of things that live in blue. So we have our colors. We now need one other thing, a sort of ethos to drive us. On the count of 3, we like to get a pair of opposites, like life and death, something big, or gum and candy, because gum, as we all know, is not candy. We're doing it a little differently. On the count of 3, say a word. Say a word that you're thinking of, some powerful word that you're thinking of, and I'll try and catch some of them. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, triumphant.
Magic.
I heard, you know what? I heard hope. Who said hope? Excellent. Okay, so what is the opposite to you of hope? Hope and despair. I like it. Thank you so much. Without further ado, we present to you Magic the Gathering, the show, the introductions.
Her name is Shore, ever-changing.
Sure, ever-changing.
Shore's power comes from the promise of every dawn.
Shore's followers seek the beauty in being a little bit different than what they were when the sun last rose.
Shore's followers know that they must change, because if they don't change, they'll die.
But Shore's followers always come back. Even when they go out, they do return.
When Shore's followers see land, they point and say, Shore!
When you ask Shore's followers for a favor, they'll say, sure.
Shore's very agreeable, but her spark awoke when a great time mage seized the hands of the clock and halted the changing of the beach for a moment. And in that moment, the beach said, no. Thus the avatar of change, Shore, ever-changing, was born.
Shore's followers don't care for it much when things claim to be everlasting or eternal. They think that's wrong.
It's a scam is what it is. Yeah, because when they come back, they're different. They're different than when they left. It's really each moment.
To Shore, the mortars of the wall and the bricks of the walls that build a city are a lie.
That's why whenever you build them on the beach, they are called shore castles.
Shore's followers often have rocky marriages.
Because they're ever changing. Or inconsistent, depending on who's telling the story.
Her name is Shore.
Shore.
Ever changing.
His name is Nomad. He is.
No man. He is.
No man is, and was, and will be. And that knowledge is what torments no man.
You ask No Man what his favorite book is, he'll be like, every book will be my favorite book at some point.
Don't ask no man his age.
Definitely don't ask No Man where or when he was born.
Definitely don't ask no man on a date.
It's always the same answer, no matter what. Even if the answer is technically yes, he'll still answer the same way. No, man.
No man's spark awoke in combat. Maybe it was a long time ago. Maybe he read a book. Tough to say. The records from that time are scant.
No Man's followers have always been his followers, and they don't really see a way out of it. They don't, even if they didn't want to be the followers anymore, there'd be nothing for them to do.
Their marriages are rock solid and joyless.
At the deep turning of the multitude of life and the multitude of verses, there is a sameness at the core of all things that draw breath. And in that solitudinal silence is the essence of No Man. It never changes. It never grows or shrinks beyond the simple miracle that it is.
No man can be called by lighting a single candle in the center of a table and letting it melt in the minute it goes out.
Another messy table. What do you want?
He is No Man. He is.
And she is Shore, ever changing. And this is magic.
The gathering, the show,
The
beginning.
Do you like my new dress?
What? What?
Do you like my new dress? I just made it.
It's fine. It's a dress.
Yes.
It's blue.
All my dresses are blue.
Yes, I know. It drives me to despair.
Maybe I will make a dress of a different color. Someday.
Maybe you will. It'll still be a dress, Shore.
Can I make you a dress?
Oh no,
You always wear your shawl exactly the same way.
yes, I've been wearing it the same way since time began? Probably began.
Yeah. You don't feel like a makeover?
At some point I've had every possible makeover. I've had mullets. I've had faux hawks. I've been bald. I've had long hair. I don't see the point.
Well, when you say at some point, you mean including the future.
Maybe?
Yes. I mean at some point in all of time. And that point could be now.
But why?
I just think it's time for a change.
If you want me to change, sure. At this point, you'll have to make me.
All right. I'll do it.
I'd honestly like to see you try.
Okay. You can go first, since you're so sure.
Wait. That's your thing.
Or is it?
I don't care.
It's not nice.
I've never... I think I was nice once. Or a million times.
Or you will be
Maybe.
today to me.
It's possible. But I don't see it coming.
Were you happy ever?
I don't remember, sure. Wait, actually, now that you mention it, I do. And I can demonstrate what happens to happiness.
Uh-oh.
I'm first going to bring under my control planes. That's very complicated planes that no one needs to know about. And I will pay 2 white mana to summon from my memories a charming prince. A human noble with 2 power and 2 toughness, and when it enters the battlefield, I can look at the next 2 cards of my memories and see if I even care about them. And I do. And I'm going to leave them exactly as they are. No. Yes. I'm going to put that one on the bottom. The point is, this charming prince used to be me. We're about to see what I used to be like long ago. And I think you'll quickly understand why I care so very much.
So shall it be?
Yes.
Well met and good tidings, city folk! It's festival day! Good morrow!
Hey!
Listen, and how are we on this lovely day, festival people? Come! There are booths, there is food, there is wine, there is revelry! Welcome to the great city of Coriolanus!
Oh, Your Highness, the Farmers Guild brought you this as a token of our thanks for your wonderful, joyful leadership.
Oh, thank you so much. But today, my people, I'm not a leader. I'm just a member of the fine city that we all live in. Praise be to Coriolanus. Yes, please, not to be rude, but take this and share it among the people. For we are all equals today on Festival Day.
I mean, it is a...
I have a question.
Please.
Now that you're normal, just a member of the townsfolk, can we kiss your face? Because you're not a prince right now.
Yeah, you're just you know
Can
a
we go to
common
second
person.
base with you
Yeah.
right now?
Very,
Because you're normal.
We are
Very-
permitted to touch your shoulder. That's all.
very flattered, misters and madams, indeed, alike.
I will give you my wife.
I've been waiting.
Quick question. What if someone were to come up to you and ask you or not ask you the same thing? Exactly how might you feel about it? Ignore the regalia, ignore the voice and the general presence, most of the other
I
solstices.
feel like you're delaying.
Without the voice, the regalia, and the general presence, I mean, you'd just be another person.
Which means we could complain about the government to you as well, right?
Indeed, we
Oh,
do have many
gosh,
complaints.
so
Oh.
many complaints.
You know what?
Heaven.
I would love to hear about your complaints about the government. Please, come, step this way. Enjoy the food, enjoy the festivities. I am here to listen to all of your complaints in a calm and collected and consensual space.
The complaints lasted for 5 years. 5 uninterrupted years of complaints.
And
mean-
so,
Furthermore,
absolutely. Yes.
And you never kissed me.
what are you going to do about these grievances? We've elected you to speak with the king.
Well, it would be convenient considering he is my father.
So, My son, how was it to go among the common folk? You seem like it was a mistake to do so.
We don't make mistakes in the family of the Coriolanus.
Of course not.
Having said that, jeez! Stars and stones and wrecked pitchforks, they have nothing but complaints. The same complaints.
Son, do you remember what I told you when you went among the normal folk for the first time?
My memory is a bit hazy at this point, if you could
I
remind me.
believe I said, don't. I believe I said, they're not like us, and you'll regret it, and it will eat your soul for ages.
I just wanted to help.
Do you remember what I said
No.
about helping?
No, you know what? I remember that. Because I was so angry.
I said,
Don't. And then I asked him, why are we in this castle? Why do we have Festival Day? We have Festival Day. So what? To remind that the other 269 days of our slightly different year is to remind
do you remember what I said about why we live in a castle?
Well, you didn't say don't.
I said it's our castle.
Fancy shoes for an out-of-towner there. You a mercenary?
Of sorts. I don't know. I once styled myself a servant of the people, barkeep, but they can never be pleased. Everyone that I have met defines themselves by their complaints.
Yeah, sounds like running a bar. Yeah, I got you. Hey, well, if you consider
I am
yourself
in a
a
bar.
servant of the people, the Riverton pub here could use another waiter. You got good skin, which means you're charming in these parts. So, what do you say? You want a job, stranger?
Well, I wouldn't want to be defined by my complaints. Absolutely.
Perfect. Bar rag, winning smile. I will be in the back doing inventory.
And it turns out food service is not as good of a gig as initially promised.
Yes, it's Festival Day. Yes, everyone is hungry. Yes, there are full seats. Yes, we will get to you in about 45 to 50
My
minutes.
potatoes came out wrong.
Well, we serve them,
I'm sorry, but I'm actually allergic to bacon.
which is why I asked when you came into the door if you had any allergies or things to be concerned about. We have a very wide menu. I'll see if the chef
Waiter!
can do something.
My son is too short.
Fix me! Feed me the food I need to grow big and strong and fight for my land!
I will see if the bone broth is prepared. The collagen should...
And so, after making several children large, I became dispirited.
But you made them large.
Uh,
Isn't that something you could be proud of?
bigger the people, bigger the complaints.
Well, I see why you're depressed.
Oh, this is just a small part of it. But go. Convince me to do something different.
I also learned another thing from that.
Hmm?
You have great skin.
Oh, thank you.
You should show it more. That's a change. I'll take it. I play a third island. And I summon an elite instructor. It's a human wizard, 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, I draw a card and discard a card. Not willy-nilly, per se, but just shake things up. Ooh. Okay.
So you summon an elite instructor.
That's it. So shall it be.
You're late.
I was contemplating, I'm sorry. I was running late because I was contemplating so hard and I forgot what time it was.
What did I tell you about contemplating?
But I shouldn't do it before class because then I'll be late.
Thank you. At least you remember what I say.
No, I have a great memory. That's part of the problem because then I spend time contemplating and things I remember. But anyway, I'm continuing to ramble.
Well, this is our lesson for the day.
Two.
You're remarkable. You know that. You're remarkable. I spent 3 hours writing out this equation, and you solved it almost instantly. What a beautiful mind.
Well, you wrote it so well, it seems. And the way you wrote it, the solution seemed obvious.
Okay, well, I have something special for you.
My father says that I should thank you for all the teaching you've given us.
The teaching you've given me has been even more worthwhile. These problems have been plaguing me for generations.
We don't often have instructors in this part of the country. 7.
Interesting. You're sure it's 7?
Yeah.
Yep, very sure.
I would write another number if you want me to. But it
No.
would be wrong.
Let me just jot a couple things down. Wonderful. You know what? You've helped me so much that why don't you go off and contemplate? Just a couple extra hours. Lesson's over early. I have a couple things that I actually have to attend to. This has been wonderful. You were a brilliant student. A+.
This is our last class then.
And you're certain.
I am more certain of this than I have been of anything else.
Liana, we respect you as the highest of our instructors. This is Preston, this child's.
She's solved it. Every last one of the problems that I threw at her, the problems that had been written down on the walls for centuries, no one solved them before her. Now we can go down and figure out what magic can be drawn out of these walls, these hallowed walls. I knew that I was meant for greater things than what this institution could give me.
Always. We both are. This whole institution is.
Actually, only she is. With me.
No,
Do you like my new skirt?
Marvelous.
Thank you. You will go on sabbatical.
Oh.
But,
Well, I mean,
Mr. Shore.
God says it is so.
Yes, no, and I know the argument I'm about to is very ill-advised. I have been provost of the school. 35 turns of the sun.
Time for a change. You will be the new instructor.
Jealous? John?
Of course not. I could never be jealous of such an auspicious change. Thank you.
Beautiful. You're welcome.
Safe travels.
Enjoy your sabbatical.
Thank you very much.
She liked me.
She did. It'll be interesting to see how elite she is without students.
It's true. It just says she's an elite instructor. She may not be elite at anything else. We'll see.
You will. There's some under my control in other planes. So after I had been working at the tavern for a while, I paid 1 white mana to enact a daily regimen.
That does sound like you.
It's a spell. If you do the same thing every day and pay mana, you can get stronger.
No man, are you really strong?
Oh yes. Oh yes, the ages have battered down upon me and mountains have fallen upon me. At least 2 ice ages and an asteroid.
Wow. I always try to pick up good habits, but then I just can't seem to do them every day.
Do you want to know my secret?
Yes.
Every day,
I can't.
to demonstrate, I pay 2 white mana and increase my power, making me 3/3.
Wow.
And by me, I mean me in the past. We gods in time.
I understand.
And then I attack you,
Oh.
because I acted out a lot at that age,
I'll take it.
bringing your life from 20 to 17.
The change. Delicious.
In summation, I began doing the same exercise routine every day for untold eons, got a little bit stronger,
And then you act it out.
and then acted out in a way that you didn't like.
The sky is a dim midnight blue. The sun has not yet risen on the Rosewood pub in the city of Coriolanus.
Pay me for the shipment. Payment. Thanks.
Proof of receipt. Thank
Here
you.
you go. Same time tomorrow.
Indeed. It's time to be white. Other hand. Right.
Super heavy slab of beef
Right.
and payment.
When it is laid to the butchers. Proof of receipt.
Mm-hmm.
Pallet of casks. Come on then, I love to watch you lift him with one hand.
Right. No one else around here can de-hitch a horse pallet.
I do it myself, but I'm just the horse.
Be back with your prince. The sky turns an orange and a yellow and a black and an orange and a yellow and a black as the time spins through the months and years.
Boy, grand piano shipment. Grand piano shipment. Beautiful note you just done.
You're right. Let me try lifting it harder.
Oh. Wow.
Payment,
Thank-
receipts,
Thank you.
pallet. It's coming.
Beefsteak.
I have a routine. I will not have it
I
disrupted.
know. I just, we've been working together all these years, and
We've been working.
I was
Sorry.
wondering.
I've been working.
I was wondering if maybe we could spend some time later when you get off your shift. Sorry. Then it's all, I was just hoping to spend some time with you.
Forgive me. Hope and time are things that are very little short supply here at the Rosewood. There is the work. Up, lift, pay, receipt, clients, and its turns.
Right. Sure.
Do it.
Here you are. Pallets. Payment. I won't ask you then. What are you doing?
I'm showing you the strength of stability.
Ow. Ow.
No, that's not what I meant.
What? Ow. Oh, you crushed my fingers. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Learning. There's an apothecary 3 blocks down. I work with them to de-seed the worms from beef shipments every once in a while. They will take good care of your hands. Pray that you learn something useful with it, aside from hoping and waiting.
My uncle was telling me that I should ship off to his place and help him with his business. I think I might do that. Farewell.
Bag of yams? Big bag of yams?
Set him down yourself for a change!
Oh, you look like you're acting out. What, did love leave you aside? Did love leave
And
you on the
months
side?
turned to years, and the hardness of muscle became the hardness of mind.
And I still work at that tavern. The oldest single institution in the 17,000 plains is an unremarkable tavern serving sides of beef and yams.
And you're still alone.
Well, of course.
All right, so now if you sign right here, we can get this shipment onto Shore's fleet by tomorrow morning.
Of course. Payment. Receipt. I'll carry the boat.
He's not taking that anywhere near the water. Shore will be deeply displeased. Ugh.
Oh, man.
I paid. I gave a receipt. I took the thing.
Both.
Do boats go in water? After
Usually.
a few eons, you stop caring about where things go.
Or you start thinking more creatively.
It's a way to look at it.
What happened to that boat?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Okay. So my turn. I play Fourth Island. And sorry. Excuse me, pardon me. Okay. I play High Tide. The tide comes up and brings your boat onto the water after all. And until end of turn, all my islands produce an additional mana when tapped for mana. I tap the remaining 3 for 6 and play Prognostic Sphinx, a flying 3/5 Sphinx. If I discard a card, it gains hexproof, and when it attacks, I get to
For the future.
yes. And then I will attack you with my elite instructor. See how she's doing.
My bow is splintered. My stern motionless.
How did this boat even get on the land like this? I don't know. Go back down.
A very charming waiter, I think, carried us several miles inland.
He was so strong.
Ugh.
I didn't say anything at the time, but I probably should have.
Hindsight, stern sight, am I right? Oh, this land is so dry.
This is a bit of a change, but I don't know what I should be up here in the mainsail.
I guess you don't really need to anymore.
Sure, I'll climb down.
Take your time.
Captain, we're several miles from any kind of water. Do you have any recommendation?
I know a song that's supposed to bring great waters to you.
But we usually sing those on water.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it'll work now.
I trust you, Captain.
Why am I naysaying? The song, it sounds like a fantastic.
Let's give it a try, little friends.
Oh.
The waters come. The waters come.
I love this song.
Look over there,
Ah!
on the horizon.
I
Oh.
had to come to tell you to stop.
What? What? Are we off key?
We're at the sea.
There was no key,
Ah, jeez.
but I'm here to sweep you away.
Oh, this is great.
Sphinx, I'm here to answer your riddles.
Mmm.
I'm here to answer your riddles so that I may become king of this land.
Mmm. Riddle the first.
Yes, I'm ready to become king. Therefore, I must be good at riddles.
What is the highest service a king could provide?
Oh, this is, he could be very... His hair could be Oh, I don't know. I really thought I'd.
And your arms fall off.
Don't!
Would you like a second riddle?
If I'm sorry, I have to emotionally process losing both my limbs. Oh boy, those arms just really fell off like I was a doll, huh?
What do you mean you want a tutor to help you solve Sphinx's riddles? That is not what I am here to do. I have greater things
I had arms.
to do.
I had arms before. I had arms. I had beautiful long arms, and I could flex my muscles, and girls would go woo. And now they're all gone. They're all my arms are gone.
All right. Okay, whatever. You have gold?
I have lots of gold.
Great. Have a seat. I'm going to write down.
Oh man, these armrests look really enticing. The other day I would just put my babies right on these things. Yes.
This is the most complex riddle known to man.
Well, I can't solve that. I don't know how you think I.
Well, I'm going to teach you.
Okay.
You see here?
Yes.
This first phrase?
Uh-huh.
What does it say? If you can't, reading is the first step to solving riddles. If you can't do that, I can't help you.
Fine. It's just embarrassing to say. It says
A girl with no arms walks into the room.
and she says to the bartender, "I'm so thirsty. What would you recommend?"
And the bartender says, "This is the riddle. What is the answer?"
"You're not welcomed here because we don't serve your kind." And the girl with no arms says, "What do you mean? Is it about the arms?" And the bartender says, "No, it's for the following negative qualities about yourself." And then it's just a list of my bad qualities.
Now, if you had to summarize that in a single word, what would it be? I'll give
Please,
you a hint.
please.
Humiliation. That is the lesson. Humiliation.
I really wish I could put my hand and head in my hands right now.
Listen, that is the process you need to follow. You are presented with a riddle, you extend past the riddle and think, what would be the circumstance, the picture painted, but you don't say that part.
Okay.
You just think about it and distill it into a single word, and that is the answer. And that is all I have to give you.
Oh, thank you. I think I get it. I'm ready to go back. Oh. I'll do anything you want.
Answer my second riddle.
Okay.
What runs and runs and runs, but never stops?
I feel like the answer could be water, but I'm gonna say I have a lot of gold if you'll let me through.
Your hair now screams at you all the time.
God.
The answer was water, by the way.
Oh,
Rulers should trust their instincts.
That attempted ruler lives in the room next to me, and now I have to listen to her hair constantly.
I'm so sorry.
I feel like I lost roughly 2 out of 20 of life if that was a thing we did.
Yeah.
Ah,
What does it scream about?
oh, so many things actually. It screams about books it's read. Some of those books even sound interesting, but no! I see what you're doing. You planted an interesting hair thing next to me, trying to get me to change.
Oftentimes change starts with our hair. Can I just fix your file? Please.
What does it matter?
I just... Please. No, not that file. There. Oh, doesn't that feel better?
Fine. Now, over the eons working in the same bar, I've met many colorful and interesting people. Some of whom you'd think I'd have had a relationship with. But instead, I've stuck to my daily regimen I'm going to tap all of my mana to put 2 more counters on myself, making me 5/5.
That's pretty strong.
And then I attack you again, because consistency is the one thing I know how to do.
Well, I do block with my Sphinx, who is a 3/5. So, all's well that ends well.
Insofar as your Sphinx will die.
Oh yeah, never mind. Well, you know, you only live once.
Sure is a change.
Yeah.
In summary, I continued to do the same exercise routine and then killed your Sphinx.
But it was a great battle.
One could look at it that way.
Wipe. Beef. Keg. Yams. I find myself with time. I don't like it.
I've noticed that too. You've been working here now for 20 years. Haven't missed a day, haven't missed a shipment. I feel like I'd be a bad boss if I didn't offer you at least 1 day's vacation.
This sounds like a change, and I'm reticent.
Ah, I knew you would say that. So, I've arranged a tour for you so that you can travel west and see the great ancient sandstone monuments, but every couple hours you have to stop along the routes on the map there and do chores. I'm a great boss.
The greatest I've ever had.
Good luck. Tell me when you see the big cat thing with the paws. It's a great big statue.
What?
Oh, that's at the very... All right, so you're going to walk for 2 hours, and then you're going to clean a bar in another town, then you're going to walk another 2 hours, and then you're going to cut up a lamb for a stew. But then by the very, very end,
got it.
there's
No,
a giant stone cat thing. It's huge. It asks riddles.
Very well. I will see you in 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. About 13 and a half hours, give or take.
Please, get yourself settled into the ship. Get yourself settled into the ship.
It's a dirty ship. I don't sit on things that aren't clean.
Well, we're about to be flung, so you better sit down. Some ships go on the water, and some ships are woo!
This is kind of disconcerting, but also fun.
And we're back. And we're back. Chloe, I've been the sea attendant on this ship for a long time. Really got the legs for it. Anyway, enjoy your trip.
We'll see.
Are you the man that they said was going to come help clean my house?
The very same.
Oh, yeah.
A bar rag, glowing with the essence of 1,000,000 cleaned bars.
Oh. Oh, thanks. Everything could just use...
Are you the man who's supposed to put my shirt on?
I suppose I am. You're not going to ask for a kiss, are you?
No.
It's a little joke, don't worry about it. It was a long, long time ago.
I'm sure she looked nothing like me.
I'm supposed to go to some sort of cat statue and say a thing. Any chance you could... Never mind.
No, you know what it is? Is sometimes if you wait, he just sort of appears.
Wait, that's fucking absurd. I have a map.
I knew you would be here. That's why I am here.
And I knew I would be here as well. I have a map and an excellent boss that looks nothing like you.
Seems handsome to me. You seem like you're on a tour, taking a day off, perhaps.
Yes, of which I still have about 11 hours. The thing with the house was a little bit of a throw. I'm on a timetable, Sphinx.
Well, I can give you two options then. I can... yes, I have a perfect idea. Two options. One, if you answer my riddle, you can live a life of monotony forever, if that's what you want. Or you could choose not to answer my riddle, and you and I can start a detective agency somewhere. I've always wanted to do it. It would be very different.
We answered the riddle.
And the answer is...
Hope.
correct! And because that is the answer, I shall take it from you. Hum, num, 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 num.
Enjoy your starvation, Sphinx. The hope was let out of me a long time ago.
Ah, you are correct. Enjoy your sameness, and I shall enjoy my end.
Can you help me? Can you help me? There have been a series of murders down my block.
Call a detective agency. What do I look like?
I don't know.
Not a detective.
No, okay, I'm sorry. I'll go find somebody else.
There's probably an instructor. Never mind.
Did that at least feel kind of good?
Beating a sphinx?
Yeah.
I mean, sort of a little bit.
Okay. That's hope. Yeah.
Eh.
That's hope. Just more of that, and you'll be better.
Did it feel bad watching me do the things I do?
I do wish you would do different things.
People say that all the time.
I play at Fifth Island. The other thing is, if you're gonna keep doing that, I'd rather you just do nothing at all. So, I'm gonna play Water Knock and enchant your creature. When it enters the battlefield, I tap you. You're already tapped. Typical. And it doesn't untap during its controller's untapped step.
So you cursed me to do nothing forever.
That's what you want, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yes.
Everything you were doing was just all bad choices. And everything you'll do now is everything you've ever wanted.
Wow.
I also attack you with the elite instructor.
Feel like I should feel better and yet feel worse.
Ah. Remember that. In summary,
In summary, you enchanted me with water knots, preventing me from acting, and then I was lectured?
yes.
So shall it be?
For the first time since anyone can remember in the town of Coriolanus, a wooden sign hangs on the front door of the Rosewood Tavern. Closed. Will return. And there's just a blank spot. Thank you for your patronage, the best boss in the world.
Oh, where am I gonna put this pallet of kegs? I come from a long line of pallet carrying horses.
Pallet carrying talking horses.
Yeah. My grandfather told me so much about you. Do you want to take them? Just you can roll them down the hill or something.
They're for the bar, the place at which I've worked, but the bar is closed. There is no place for them.
Oh.
Please don't kick at the door. I'm going to have to fix that when it opens up. Whenever that is.
Sack of yams.
Oh, I don't think we have a purpose no more.
No purpose. Oh, it's closed forever.
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 Does no one else in the town buy yams?
Beef slab?
Jackass! Ballad!
It's a shame, isn't it? What's happened?
Oh, it's you. That's the woman that he broke her hand.
He's back. He's stronger than ever.
What happens when you hurt?
It's a real shame that, your boss got such a compelling offer from a buyer who just wanted to leave it as it was, Permanent stasis. Sounds kind of nice. Don't you think?
I don't have the words.
Well, I have the deed.
Sounds really good.
Just wanted to pop by, see how you were faring. You didn't have to choose to be the same this entire time. You could have chosen to be different, but alas, what do I know? See ya.
Help, there's been a series of murders. If only someone could find out who's doing them.
Oh, hi.
Are you here to solve the murders? I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to stop you. Right there. Yes, sorry. Gosh, it's been so long since I've had to teach anyone anything. Ever since I got so powerful and magical.
Did you find that when you gained your power, you lost your purpose?
No, oh gosh, I gained
Just me, then.
power and I found renewed purpose. Oh, every day is a new day, a different day, a changed day, and isn't that just exciting?
Maybe. I don't know.
It's a lesson that I learned very early on, and one I try to pass on to every single one of my pupils. Change is magical, wonderful. It's everything I ever wanted.
Is it really? Because I've seen magic and wonder and it seem all that great to me. It's always there, but always with a tinge of regret.
Oh, well, sure, regret.
Though the elite instructor doesn't mention it, she is very aware of the fact that her pupil is constantly standing in 2 feet of icy cold water.
Regret is something that's natural. It's as much a part of the world as hope, fear, love, manifestation, power.
The instructor doesn't mention it, but his shirt is starting to become strangely covered in seaweed. Grasping, clinging seaweed. Who knows why?
But I know all these things. I have lived in these things, and that has been my lesson for years and years. What I need to know now is what comes next. How do you find purpose with all this power, but no hope?
Purpose with power, but no hope. Are you sure there's no hope?
Maybe. There's probably...
If there is no hope, then riddle me this.
Why have you stayed here all of this time? What are you waiting for?
I know what you're waiting for. May I do the second brain face?
Can't stop you.
Great.
Do you want us to stay here?
Yeah, you stay. I tapped 2 more islands, and I further enchant you. Isn't this great? You're just changing over and over. I give you ghostly wings. You get +1/+1 and flying, and I'm going to discard a card from my hand and return your enchanted creature to your hand. You're going to get a fresh start. You can do it all over.
Do it all over?
You can do it how you want this time.
Well, In that case, sure. I'm gonna start over again. Because there's actually one thing I've always really wanted to be. A celebrity fencer.
Alright!
And this is Magic
The Gathering, the show, the end! So much fun. Thank you all again so much for coming out to Magic the Gathering show. One round of applause for yourselves. And a round of applause for Nate and Tech. Thank you so much. Yeah, we've been Magic the Gathering the show. Our next show is someone help me out.
Mid-June. Follow us on Facebook at Magic Laughs, and we have all of our shows up there all the time.
If you liked us, please tell your friends. If you didn't like us,
Tell your enemies.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Oh, Spencer.
Oh.